What is up? Welcome back. Welcome back to the Metal Mixtape. You guys have been gone. We haven't talked to each other in a long time, and so much has changed. We have gotten older. We've grown. Our beards are bigger. Maybe our guts are bigger. I don't know. But so much has changed since the last talk to you guys. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we've been doing pretty good. Just going with the flow and just keeping on making music.
Right now,
making the best of this.
No, I completely agree. Right now, we are talking to Andrew and Chris from Gravewitch. They play black and thrash metal from Bend, Oregon. How you guys been, man? You just doing the best while we're down in COVID?
Yeah, we've been just trying to stick busy as a band, just keeping a positive head during all this craziness, letting the world sort itself out.
Yeah, exactly. It's been absolutely insane, and I think a lot of people have been learning a lot about themselves and about each other because we're having to just kind of be in our own minds or not just be in the same house with the same people. It's I feel like we've kind of grown.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
You know what I mean? It's insane. I remember just going to our lifestyles were going to shows. And, just being out there with people. Now we're, stuck at home, and it's oh, man, now we got to write all this music. And what's awesome about you guys, that you guys came out with a new album, The Summoning, dude, which was absolutely brutal. And you guys came out with the video, Circle of Power, which was absolutely awesome, dude. And I think you guys did that so professionally, man. And, one of the first questions I want to ask you guys is how you guys went in the process of making that video, because that video was pretty top-notch, dude. Let me tell you. How did that all come to be?
Well, one day I just posted a Facebook post just saying that I needed help with looking for recommendations on getting a music video done, and I posted it on Facebook and Instagram, and then all of a sudden this page on Instagram messages our Instagram page called Ritual Videos out of South Wales in the UK.
What?
And we're like, we want to do a music video for you. Yeah, pretty much. And then he decided to send us his own ideas of what he wanted to do with the song, and we just let him run with it and use the actors that he wanted to use, and pretty much just let him do his own creative thing with the song and video. And we think it came out really good as well.
Dude, no, it did, dude. And I think going out of an outside source, and it really brought some new flavor, especially for your listeners here in Oregon or people in California or Washington that know you guys really well. I think going to an outside source and getting a music video made just brings a whole new flavor to the band. So did you guys just send them the track and the page of lyrics, and basically you just went off from there?
Yep, that was pretty much it. And then he decided to send us back a synopsis of what he thought the video should be about pertaining to the song, and we just let him roll with it.
Dude, that is so sick, dude. And are you guys planning on releasing any more music videos for this album?
Possibly, but we just gotta wait and kind of see what happens coming up here in the future.
No, I dig it, dude. So, dude, the album, The Summoning, dude, it was a long time coming. You guys, I definitely noticed that you guys just kind of put your heads down to get this album done. So tell me a little bit about this album and what it took to do it. Because you had a huge list of songs. I've heard a couple of these songs live. A couple of songs I haven't heard live. What was your guys' goal and purpose for this album?
Well, this album has been a long time coming. A lot of these songs we started writing way back, even when we first had started the band. At probably 2016, 17-ish, 18-ish even. So we had to take all that material and pretty much just make it into an album. And in between there, we had two different bass players. In between all that, we had to figure out what we were going to do and how to even record, because ended up having falling outs with both bass players. So I ended up having to take over the duties of writing and recording the bass and doing the vocals and the guitar while Andrew did the drumming, which was just fine, and we think the album came out better that way, honestly. It was probably one of the best experiences we ever had, being in an actual studio and recording properly. It was really fun and a really eye-opening experience, that's for sure. Oh, yeah.
What do you think was your biggest challenge being like in a big real studio? Was there something that you didn't expect that you guys had to work on as soon as you went in?
Playing with headphones on, because when we play in a small room. We don't use any kind of headphones or nothing, just earplugs. So that was kind of weird for us at first, and that took a minute to get used to during every track.
So what was the process that you guys would go to before you decided that a track was finished? Like, did you guys just listen to it over and over? You know, because I think a lot of times like you could ask for like outside opinion, but like I always recommend like bands like like you have to enjoy it, you have to love it. Like before you finish a track, what is your mind process? Like how do you know what track is done?
Well, really just after we think everything sounds good together, like everything's level, mixed, and mastered properly. Because when we record, we want our recordings to sound exactly like we do live and as close as it can to that. We don't want to have any other effects that we can't produce on the stage. So we try to do it really simple. So really, just if the mix is, level and sounds good, then that's pretty much how we're going to roll with it. We just try to keep it old school, really.
Yeah, no, I dig it, man. I know that's definitely smart. I've definitely seen some bands live where, they had an overly produced album and then they go play their shows live and they could hardly replicate what they're doing, dude. But I think I think it came out awesome, dude. What do you besides the headphones? Was there any big challenge before you decided the album was done?
Not necessarily. I don't think so. We worked with a really, really good producer and sound engineer. And what we had done to make sure all the songs sounded good was we had given him a few CDs of bands that we really liked and of albums that we thought we wanted our album to sound like or sound similar to. Or, maybe have the guitar sound like this and maybe the drums sound like this one, or the vocals sound like this one and the bass sound like that one. That way it kind of had a little bit of a mashup of sounds in the mix. What we did was we just let the producer kind of take his own ideas and run with it, and then we came back into the studio and sat there for a few hours and listened to each song with him, and then told him the little things that we needed to, or wanted to fix. That way we thought it was perfect and ready to be released.
I dig it, man. Was your producer, does he normally do metal, or does he normally do other genres?
No, this was his first time doing metal in his whole life, his whole career.
Wow.
My dad recommended him to us because he's recorded with Clay Smith at Sound Smith Studios in Medford. That's my dad has recorded countless sessions with him over the years, and he's good friends with him. So, yes, and
that's awesome.
Robert Plant actually recorded that at that studio too.
Oh, dude.
Led Zeppelin.
Dude, that's super legendary, dude. I bet you guys were stoked about that.
Oh, yeah. He has a big old picture hanging right there as soon as you walk in. Him and the band.
That's so sick, man. So, one thing I'm also curious about is how you guys go about, like, your lyrics, because I know in certain genres, like, you have to put yourself in, like, in a certain mindset. But tell me a little bit about the meaning behind this album and, like, what are some of the things you guys sing about in your songs?
Well, with this one, I wanted to try and keep it pertaining to witchcraft. So I pretty much with this album made it loosely based on the occult, black magic, and like hauntings and demons and all kinds of things like that would pertain to witchcraft. So each song is a little bit different than the other. Like Circle of Power is about like a necromancer using a magic circle to raise the dead. Nice. And then Manifestation is about the demon Zozo that lives in the Ouija board.
Oh, yeah.
So I just kind of, take things loosely based on that, and then I write my lyrics just kind of poetically. I don't like to do too much or too little, but, just enough. And they're also based on sometimes some historic events or some historic places as well.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. Hey, side question. Have you guys ever messed around with a Ouija board before?
No, not yet.
Yeah, dude, I've heard some crazy horror stories about that, dude. You know, so.
Yeah, that's kind of what's stopping us.
Yeah, right. I think it's crazy that like they'll literally like sell like tons of copies of that, but it's just like, yeah. I don't want to dive into that, dude. Like, especially. But one thing.
Everywhere.
What's up?
Well, I was just saying you can find them everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, dude. You know, one thing I've always wanted to do though is like go to like a haunted like old hospital or like, you know, a sane asylum, dude. Is that something that Gravewitch is ever interested in doing?
I'm open to it. Oh yeah. Maybe
just sit down and like just like put like bandanas like over your eyes and just like have like a pen and like Andrew could be over there like on a drum set and just let like the demons write the music for you.
Hey, there you go. Hey, it's a great idea. You can try it.
Dude, that is awesome. So for fans out there who are curious about your album, The Summoning, what is some things that they could expect from this album?
Well, they can expect a lot of different elements of metal throughout it. We have a lot of melodic metal, a lot of thrash metal, some death metal parts, lots of black metal mixed in between.
Yeah.
I think it gives it a pretty good balance. And it's our first work. I mean, I don't know. I want to know what the fans think of it. I'm not really sure what they should expect. Yeah. Considering it's our first album.
No, dude, I am super ecstatic and I'm super happy for you guys. So, you know, of course, you know, we've been in quarantine. We're all just sitting on our butts, just buying new equipment that we can't afford all the time, just waiting to play shows again. You know what I mean? What are you guys' plans for 2021, and when do you guys expect to start playing again?
Well, we aren't exactly sure when we're going to start playing again. It's all up in the air for everybody and us, and, you know. And our next goal is to just get in the studio for this second album. We just recently completely finished writing it, so we're going to be trying to get in the studio soon to record another 10 songs and getting that released.
It's
also going to be released on the new label that just picked us up, Missing Perfect Records.
Oh,
so they're going to be helping.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. So it'll probably be maybe a bigger and better thing, we're hoping, on this next one.
For sure. Is there any way you can give me a sneak peek on what you plan to do different on this next album, or what you have done different?
Yeah, we've kind of changed the sound a little bit. A lot of the songs have a different sound than The Summoning. We're trying to maybe go in a little bit different direction, but not too much, I guess.
No, I dig it, man. I know. I think that's always important, man. That way, like, you know, you never get bored, you know. But
yeah, definitely.
To each their own. You know, I like it when artists, you know, they release you know, albums consecutively, and they're very similar. But you know, I also like the artists that take risks, and then like people are like, oh my god, like screw them, you know, they're not this anymore. But you know, I think you know, the more I interview artists and the more I interview people, I think it's just like, you know, you have to love playing it, because you're going to be the one on stage playing it. And if you're on stage and you're playing something you don't enjoy, people are going to notice.
Yep, that's very true, man.
Yeah.
We try to write stuff that we enjoy, and yeah, we just try to keep it true and extreme, and but we try to keep it catchy as well.
Oh yeah.
We'd expect to hear some more Cascadian of black metal. Like, you know, you've heard some of our black metal sound.
Yep.
Expect it to be kind of similar, but more Cascadian black metal-ish, if you get what I'm saying.
I dig it. Well, guys, we're going to jump into our second segment of our interview, and this is the game show, the Metal Mixtape game show, the one and only in the state. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and you only have 30 seconds to answer each question. Andrew and Chris, are you ready?
All right.
All right, I'm gonna start with Andrew. Andrew, if you could know the absolute 100% truth about anything in life, what would that be?
Oh man.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
I really don't have an answer for that. Oh man. I was shooting a blank, man.
It's okay, man. I put a lot of people on the spot, and usually people hit blanks. You could always say pass too.
All right, pass on this one.
All right, Chris. If you can know the absolute truth about anything in life, what would you want to know?
How to play the guitar better. That's a good one.
I think it's called practicing, but I'm not too sure. No, believe me. Before I move on, did you ever think of something, Andrew?
How to play drums better.
All right, Chris. Starting with you, would you rather know how you die or when you die?
Oh man, probably when. Yeah.
All right, Andrew. Would you rather know how you die or when you die?
Definitely when I die.
All right. So now starting with you, Andrew. If you could play drums for one band for one set in any era, what band would that be?
Well, before I did Gravewitch, I learned drums just by practicing what I hear. So that would be some of my favorite bands. I used to play a bunch of them on Omar and Creator. Try to learn the full albums all the way through, and I probably have to go over on Omar for Creator because I know their stuff.
I like it. All right, Chris. If you can play and sing for any band in any era for one set, what would that be? What band would that be?
For me, probably old school Children of Bodom.
I like it, dude. I like it a lot. All right, dude. Now starting with you, Chris. In a zombie apocalypse, you have one weapon to kill the zombie horde. What is that one weapon?
Chainsaw. Obviously.
All right, Andrew. In a zombie apocalypse, you have one weapon to kill the zombie horde. What is that one weapon?
Probably my cymbals.
What, you be just chucking cymbals at people, decapitating them?
Yep.
Dude, that is awesome. All right, now starting with you, Andrew. Is there a band or artist, like a guilty pleasure, that you listen to that maybe Chris doesn't know that you listen to?
Oh, that is a good one. I don't think so.
All right, how about this? You just have a guilty. Is there something besides metal that you like listening to?
I'm thinking on that. Honestly, no. I just listen to metal. True.
Oh, a true metalhead, and listeners, a true metalhead. All right, Chris. Is there something besides metal or a guilty pleasure that you like listening to?
Well, sometimes when I get super drunk, I like to play Katy Perry and dance around to it, so I guess that.
Dude, that would be awesome to see, dude. Now I know if we ever have an after party, I'm literally gonna slip in some Katy Perry and I'm gonna be like, everybody look over at Chris. Just watch. All right, guys. You know what? That was only 5 questions. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you some more. Just because we got like 5 minutes left. Starting with Chris. What is one food you absolutely think is disgusting and repulsive?
Oh man, I really don't have anything.
So you like all food?
Well, okay, probably liver. That'd be the only thing.
All right, Andrew. Is there one food you think is absolutely disgusting and repulsive and you do not want it around you at all?
Probably Spam.
Come on. Spam's not that bad. All right, Andrew. If you could be a superhero, anime character, or villain for the rest of your life, who would that be?
A superhero and a villain?
No, you could either be a superhero, you could be a villain, or you could be an anime character. Who would you be?
Oh, probably be. That's a blank there too.
You could always pass if you need it.
I'm big, so I guess the Hulk.
Hey, dude, hey, he beats people up, man. I like the Hulk. All right, Chris. If you could be any superhero, supervillain, or anime character, who would you be?
Probably Colossus from the X-Men.
Dude, I love Colossus, dude. So, hey, guys, we're at the end of the interview. You guys did great. I am so I like your guys' new album. Please check out Gravewitch's new music video, Circle of Power. It's on YouTube. I want to thank you guys so much for being on the show. It's always great talking to you guys. And in 2021, I definitely want to invite you guys back when you guys are in the process of writing your new album. So for all the listeners out there, we are talking to Chris and Andrew from Gravewitch. Hey, Chris and Andrew, where can our listeners that are listening right now that are interested in Gravewitch find more of your music and find out more about you?
We're selling our album right now on Bandcamp, physical copies, as well as